Alright, so this review's for the entire series, all 5 seasons of the series Misfits, or all 5 series since it's a British show and each season is called a series. Misfits is a great show. I don't know how the ads work on YouTube, but if they are actually smart and they have a really good system, you saw the trailer to that before actually watching this. But if not, check out the trailer. Like, it spoils some stuff because I don't even want to tell you the powers, but if my review isn't good enough to convince you, then you kind of have to check out the trailer. So check out the trailer because I think it'll convince you. And it got me not only because it has superpowers in it, and I love superpowers. If you even went to my channel, then you can kind of tell the type of stuff I like. But it's a show about it starts off with 5 people who are basically doing community service, and they get struck by lightning, and they all get superpowers. And the thing that got me that I saw in the trailer is that it's not, oh, we're superheroes and this and that. It's the type of story where people get superpowers and then they have to figure out how do we live as humans or, superhumans, because now we have superpowers, but it's not exactly perfect. Like, we don't just get the powers we want. Everyone gets powers based on, something that's happening to them, and other characters come in throughout the series that are like that as well. And it's really cool. It's like, every character is dealing with some situation, gets a power that, relates to them, and, them feeling a certain way or them doing a certain thing. So it's really cool how it just works that way. It's a really cool aspect to it. But it's a hilarious series. Um, the first 2 seasons, you might see a million comments on it. A lot of people don't like it after the first 2 seasons because one of the characters leaves, and that person is kind of like the main character, and you'd obviously figure out who it is almost automatically. But they're the really funny character and stuff, and they kind of leave. But I personally didn't think the show sucked after that. It's just the actor who was playing the character, they left. They went on to do bigger, better things, and so their character was written out of the show. But they have a special for the character that kind of ties it in so that if the person does want to come back, they can easily come back and just be written into the series. So that was a cool way to do that too. But the series continues on without them, and you get a new character replaces that person, and that character is good too. But the series itself is what makes it so good. It's not just the characters, or just the actors who come in and just keep these same people over and over. It's just the writing for the show, and it's really well done. Like I said, the characters don't just get superpowers and everyone's just like, all right, let's do this and do that. There are parts in the show where it's like, like, it kind of sucks that they have these powers because, even after such a long time, certain people aren't able to control them, and it's like, well, that really sucks. And they kind of just they don't even care about having powers. They just want to get rid of them because they'd rather be human. And it's like, and that comes up, but in this case, it's much broader than it is in most other things where it's like, X-Men or something, where it'll be like, Rogue wants to get rid of her powers because she can't actually touch people. As we're in this show, it's just like a ton of people are just like, this power sucks because I can't do anything with it. And, I just want to get rid of it because it's more of a nuisance than it is, a gain to my life. But the series is really amazing. Like, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to spoil anything of it. I've watched the whole thing. It's on Hulu, so you can watch all 5 seasons slash series on Hulu, and it's really worth a watch. It's a great show, um, great comedy. There is action in it. I mean, they have superpowers. Some powers are used in certain ways, but the action comes more from just the drama itself. Like, there's actually a lot of suspense for the type of show that it is because they have all these crazy issues that just keep coming up and they have to deal with them. So it's a great show to check out. I definitely advise you check out the trailer. Like I said, I didn't want to spoil anything, but I think for a trailer, it's done really well to not give away the whole series. Plus, the show has like one of the best theme songs I've ever heard for a series, and I still listen to it now. I've finished the show. I want to say last month, and I kind of just flew through all 5 seasons within a week just because it's all on Hulu. The series has completed, and there have been rumors of a movie. I hope that does happen because I love the show now. But definitely check out the trailer and check out the show because it is really good. You can find it on Hulu, like I said. You will have to deal with ads, but that's just watching stuff online. You can probably find it without ads, but it might not look as good. But it wasn't too horrific on Hulu. It's just after a while, when you see like the same stupid Ford Fiesta commercial like a million times, you just want to kill somebody. But the show itself, absolutely amazing. I really do hope they do a movie. But the show itself, the superpowers are cool. The characters are just amazing how different they are. And it's just a well written show that even when characters come in and leave out, it just maintains that same pace. You know, just different people do different things, and it's a realistic look. It's not just like we have five people. Let's just keep these same five characters doing the same things over and over again every season. So it does change up, and it's actually really cool that it does. But check it out, and you know if you've seen Misfits, obviously if you haven't, don't read any of the comments below. But if you've seen Misfits, definitely put your favorite episode, or favorite character, favorite episode, favorite parts, even favorite powers. And like I said, if you've already watched this far and you haven't seen the show, I will spoil one like tiny little thing just to answer my own question. One of my favorite parts was the fact that the characters kind of hate their powers. I thought it was so different because there's one woman who gets teleportation, and she can't even control it, and the characters, and these like all the main characters, they can't control their powers, and it's been months since they first got them, and that was one of my favorite things. Like they were willing to give up their powers, like it was absolutely nothing because they just didn't care. They're like, we can't make money off of these. Who gives a crap? Let's just give this stuff up. And I thought that was amazing. I thought that was probably one of my favorite parts. It led to a lot of change for the series that made it a little less interesting just because the powers I thought they got weren't as cool. But I thought that was one of the best parts because it was like it made me think a lot compared to all the other superhero shows like X-Men, where people are like, I love this power and that power, and then in this it's just like, man, these things suck. Like I don't even want them anymore. Like it was, like it just made my life worse. So I thought that was definitely one of my favorite parts, and I love the show for that. Just its original take on superpowers. But comment below, let me know what you guys thought of the entire series if you've seen it. Like I said, if you haven't, check it out. It's on Hulu. It's worth watching. You can watch the first episode. You'll get hooked because it's just that funny. But definitely check it out if you haven't. And if you have, like I said, comment below. Let me know, favorite parts, favorite characters, favorite anything, or least favorite anything. And thanks for watching.